if you hit the right arrow, it says Fib retracement. You got a number of Fibonacci things here. We're not going to talk about the pitchfork. We're considering doing a entire course in Fibonacci later on, but the ones we're going to cover today are the Fib retracement, the trend-based Fib extension, and we are also going to look at a Fib time zone briefly here. All right, the rest of them you could fool around and figure it out. But we're going to cover these three to begin with. So as you can see, one thing you could do here that's neat with TradingView is if you look at the right, you see this favorite star here. If you click it, it adds it into your favorite bar. So what we're going to do is add our trend-based Fib time zone, or sorry, just a regular Fib time zone. We're going to favorite that. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3 things favorited. If you go in here on TradingView, okay, if you right-click on your chart and say Drawing Tools and hit on Favorites Drawing Toolbar, look what happens. All right, I just unclicked it, but if you click on Favorites Drawing Toolbar, it's going to come up and you're going to have these favorites available to you with one click. So if you hover over it, you one click execute it and start drawing Fibonacci. Now, Fibonacci is not the first thing you ever want to do on your chart. However, for demonstration purposes, I am going to show you here starting with just fibs. Normally you want to go through and draw horizontal supports and resistances. With quick little tip on TradingView, if you go to the level you want, hit Alt-H, it'll set them for you. Now we have a philosophy on how you should do this for maximum efficiency and optimal results. Go through the Trading Foundations course, sign up and see that. But in terms of drawing Fibonacci, now we're not going to talk about the how of selecting it, why the numbers are there. We're just going to talk about the how. How do we draw this Fibonacci stuff? Oh, why is it so difficult? And it's really not. There are some basic concepts you have to follow, and I'm going to show you some of them. So what you want to do with Fibonacci is zoom out first of all to a time frame, go as far out as possible, and grab your Fibonacci retracement tool here from our favorites. All right, and from here what we want to do is grab the low of a trend. So if we look at this chart and ask ourselves, where's the trend going? Quite obviously, it's an upward trend. We're getting higher highs and higher lows. So if we grab the very low point of where that trend starts and extend it out to the high point, you will see we have some Fibonacci numbers here that come out on board, along with some coloring and shading. All right, well, this first zone.com. All right, one thing I want to show you is if you right-click on an actual line of the Fibonacci and go under, where do you go under? Under Format, you could actually select by checking these boxes on which levels you want to appear. Maybe all you care about is the 38.2, the 50, 61.8, and that's it. Well, you would do that, deselect them, and you can see it declutters your chart. There's 3 levels here that show now, but the problem with that is you have a massive gap in here, and some of those 23.8 zones are very important because they're initial retracement, so you definitely want to have that on your chart. But if you want to mess around with the settings, that's how you do it. You right click, you go in here, check the boxes you want, and you're good to go. You'll add back all your Fibonacci ratios. Here it is, the lines are back. All right, so that's step number 1. Now, one important thing I teach do it is